Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Iman Tariq. My instructor name is Sadaf Javed. Today my topic of discussion is human brain and its parts. So let's get started. So friends, today we will play a game. All you have to do is just say the color in which the word is being written and not read the word. So are you ready? Let's begin. Was this confusing? Was your brain put to test? I know it was. So today let's learn about this important organ of our body, the brain. So while playing this game, were you accidentally reading the word and not speaking out the color? Don't worry, it's normal. It's called the left-right conflict of the brain. Your right side of the brain tries to say the color and your left side of the brain insists reading the word. So by this we know the brain is divided into two halves, the right half and the left half. Both these halves are connected to each other by bundles of nerve fibers called corpus callosum. So from this view, does our brain remind you of anything that can be eaten? Any nut? Yes, walnut. It looks like a walnut. It's a brain boosting process and helps to increase the memory power of our brain. Brain is the one of largest and most complex organ in the human body. It is made up of more than 100 billion nerves. So this is the structure of brain. It is divided into three major portions: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So first of all, we will discuss about forebrain. Forebrain, it is the largest part of the brain. It is responsible for all the voluntary actions. So when I say voluntary, think about all the actions that you carry out consciously by thinking about them. Like to take a walk, decide to watch this video about brain, talk to somebody. So let's move on. It is further divided into three portions. Cerebellum, which is this big portion. It is the largest part of forebrain. It controls thinking, skeletal muscles, intelligence, and emotions. It is divided into four lobes. Frontal lobe. This highlighted lobe is frontal lobe. So by its name, it is present in the front. Now to tell you its function, let me give you a math problem. Can you calculate the sum? Did you get the right answer? So frontal lobe control problem solving, intellectual activities, control attentions, judgment, behavior and muscle movement. Let's move to the next lobe. This highlighted lobe is parietal lobe. Let's take a test to see if it functions well. So pinch yourself as hard as possible. Come on, do it quickly. Did that hurt? Did you sense any pain? So your parietal lobe senses pain. It also helps in visual functions such as reading and understanding statements. Next lobe is temporal lobe. It controls visual and auditory memory. So all that you see and hear gets stored in the form of memory in this lobe. Do you want to test this lobe too? So all you have to do is just listen to the statement, memorize it well and repeat it later. Are you ready? Now repeat. Did you get it? You are brilliant. The fourth and last lobe is occipital lobe. It helps in recognition of colors, words, and movement. So let's take a small test for this. So in this moving video, you have to find 10 hidden words and you have 10 seconds. So second part of the forebrain is thalamus. It lies just below cerebellum. It receives and modifies sensory impulses except from nose. It involves in pain, perception and consciousness, like sleeping and awaking. So third is hypothalamus. It lies above midbrain and just below thalamus. One of most important function of hypothalamus is to link nervous system and endocrine system. It controls the secretion of pituitary gland. It also controls our emotions like pleasure, sorrow, or pain. So second part of the brain is midbrain, and it lies between hindbrain and forebrain. It controls some of involuntary functions like, for example, when you shine light in your eyes, your pupils become smaller. That is controlled by your midbrain. It receives sensory information and sends it to the appropriate part of the forebrain. It controls some auditory reflexes and postures. The third part of brain is hindbrain, and it is located below the midbrain. It controls involuntary functions and it is divided into three parts. First one is medulla oblongata. It controls most of life-giving involuntary processes like heart beating, digestion, vomiting, coughing and sneezing. So next part is cerebellum. It is very important part of our brain. Compared to cerebrum, this cerebellum have more number of neurons, and it controls essential body functions like balance, coordination and posture, allowing us to move properly. So last one is pons. It lies between midbrain and medulla oblongata. It assists medulla in controlling breathing, communication between different parts of brain and sensation like hearing and taste. But tell me one thing, who tells you when it hurts, angry, sad or excited about something? Feeling these emotions to a heart, is it really your heart? No, it's your brain that control your emotion sides is hidden below this wrinkly surface or the cerebrum.